Creative coding is changing. We're no longer typing strange symbols and semicolons just to move a square 10 pixels. Now we can describe what we want in plain language, and we can work with AI agents to help build the project. But how does that actually work? And do we still need JavaScript? Yes, JavaScript is still very useful. In this video, I want to walk through a different way to do creative coding. We'll use natural language to describe what we want to build. We'll ask the agent to generate the structure for us, and then we'll use JavaScript to debug, adjust, refine, etc. It's not about guessing or vibe coding. It's more like starting from a clear specification and then exploring and improvising from there. We start with our simple base template. We'll add shapes, primitives, particles, whatever we want to add. And then we'll spread them around the scene, add lighting, juicy materials, and then we'll animate things. That's it. That's the workflow. Agent-assisted creative coding, grounded in real JavaScript that you can understand and modify. Today I'm doing things a bit differently. I'm keeping all the tinkering, the tweaking, and the mistakes in this one to show you my process. Does it work? Or would you prefer a cleaner, edited down tutorial? Let me know in the comments. I want to thank those who've become members of my channel. It's a great way to support me, and I really appreciate it. If you're able to, it would be wonderful. But if you can't, please consider sharing the videos that you like with those who might like it. It really helps my channel grow. Okay, who's ready for some creative coding? Let's open up our chat window. Control-Command-I, or just click on this little icon here in the toolbar. And I want to generate agent instructions. And when I click that, it feeds this prompt to the agent. And it's going to take a little bit of time. I think it took about 5 minutes to complete. But in this case, I have a bunch of stuff. It's all listed here. You can see some of them based on examples from the Three.js website. Others are just riffing and variations on those and just trying to apply creative coding principles or just play around. It's a lot of stuff. So I won't read this prompt to you, but this is what's happening. It's going through all of my stuff. It's trying to understand my coding style and the way I'm doing things. I like this sentence up here. Focus on discovering the essential knowledge that would help an AI agent or an AI agents be immediately productive in this code base. I think that's great. That's great. And so it's kind of learning my coding style. It's learning how I like to set up a scene, how I like to add the orbit controls, and things like the get layer to create a nice background gradient. It's learning all of that right now. Now I have a comprehensive understanding of this code base. Let me create the Copilot instructions. It's going to create a document, copilotinstructions.md, and it's going to put it in a hidden directory inside the project. Oh, well, this GitHub directory here. Hang on while it does that. Great. Let's keep this. I'm just going to make this a little bigger so we can see what's happening. Yeah, so look at this document it created. It's basically a directive on how to write code like I do. It's broken it down into 3 different templates that I use: the traditional WebGL template, a WebGPU template, and a React 3 Fiber template. It's got the basic structure, no build steps, how to run projects, code conventions. Yeah. You can do this with your projects too. If you don't have as many projects, you could download some of your favorites, I guess. I don't know. What would I do if I didn't have any projects? You can also use my Copilot instructions if you want. As a starting point, modify it to make it your own too. Look at the creative coding approach. Iteration over perfection. Experiment freely, duplicate projects and try variations. Keep working examples. Don't refactor away successful experiments. All right. Document discoveries. Add comments explaining interesting techniques. Version by copying. Yep, that's the system I've been using. I'm getting away from that now and instead using branches and version control. But this is how I was doing it for a while. Now that we've got our Copilot instructions, we're ready to get going. Let's create a new prompt. Control Command I opens up the chat interface, and let's start with a prompt. Remember, we've already got some context. We've got this Copilot instructions. We can add that if you don't see it in there. Add it again. Let's create a new creative coding experiment together. Start with the web GPU template. Create a new folder named experiment. What is today's date? 17? Experiment 1117. And put it in the _all folder. Hit enter. I'll say this about coding with agents. Sometimes it takes a while. All right, let's allow this command, which is a copy R. Got it. Perfect. We've got our index and our index, HTML and JavaScript, standard window size, and you can open it in your browser. Yeah. What do you mean create? What would you like to create in this? Okay. But let's open it in the browser. Refresh. It should be experiment 1117. Here it is. There it is. All it did was copy our template. Still, that's a helpful start. Let's open it here. We've got libs. Oh, that's interesting. Did you copy the right one? Oh, you did. But why do I have this then? Because I guess that's still in there. All right, never mind. Doesn't matter. Yep, the imports look good. That's fine. I don't care about the title for now. And here's our index file. Does it look as we expect? There's one thing we need to fix because there's an error in the console. It says render async is deprecated. Use await render init instead. Let's have the agent do this. Just going to paste this in here. So what I'm expecting to see is they're going to replace this request animation frame and this render async. That's what I'm expecting. Okay, there's await render init, and keep that. I'm just going to correct this because it's faster for me to do it. And once the renderer is init, I'm going to say renderer dot I forgot what it's called. Is it add animation? I forgot what the command is called. Oh, why would you? Hang on, I'm a little confused. Save it. And we'll keep this stuff. That's fine. It's working good. Is there any errors? No. We could just leave it. I don't want to leave it though. Add animation loop, I think it's called. Let's see that. Renderer dot add animation loop animate. Is that what I want? That's not it. That's not it. Is it going to tell me? Darn it. I know I've got it correctly in another directory. This one here. Set animation loop. Okay, my bad. Set animation loop. All right. Can I clear this panel? I don't want to. Let's replace the torus knot with an icosphere. Let's see what it does with an icosphere. Detail 2. Give it a, no, not get it. Give its material flat shading. Go. This is still pretty rough, don't you think? This waiting is not good. I like the immediate feedback of either I'm typing or I'm seeing the result. I don't like this waiting. Great, that looks like a good result. I don't feel the need to read all this stuff, but what are you going to do? Let's see. Great. Now duplicate the sphere and distribute it through the scene randomly in a spherical volume, not cubic. Vary the scale and move the camera back to 10 on the Z axis. Go. I should time these. Can you guys hear the garbage man outside? Dragging our recycle bins. Recycling guy. Not garbage guy. Dragging the bins out. Okay. Let's keep that. Let's zoom out, take a look. All right. Give each sphere its own rotation behavior. Semicolon, speed, axis, etc. Just get that out of there. Also, I'm going to modify that material. I'm going to add the room environment because I think it's going to really improve the appearance a lot. While I'm waiting for this. Oh, there we go. Good. Random rotation. Keep it. Adjust the animation for each sphere, adding a subtle sinusoidal movement. Like drunk fireflies. Ooh, I'm happy with that description. I gotta change that material. It's bothering me. I think if we use where is it? Where are we defining the color node? Here we go. Position world instead of position local. Huh. Are those even moving? I can't tell. I can't tell if those are moving or not. Amplify the movement. And while it's doing that, I'm going to replace position local with position world. Let's just do that. World. Save. Wonder what happens. Okay, I need to multiply it by 1 instead. I said 1, I meant 0.5. It's too bright. Yeah, there we go. I can't tell if these guys are moving at all. Can you? Amplify the movement again. This time by a power of 10. Or an order of magnitude. By an order of magnitude. Go. I hope that works. Interesting that only one of these is janky. Oh no, that's not true. What do we think of this? Yeah, that's better. That's way better. They're kind of drifting and floating around like snowflakes or something. Offset amplitude. What if I just modify this? Is this going to create a smaller sphere? It does not. Original position. Phi and theta. Oh, sphere radius. Here we go. Reduce the sphere radius. Thanks for creating that. That's not working at all. They should be all overlapping right now. That sphere radius does not work. You can have Claude Sonnet help you with this. Reduce the radius of the spherical space in which the spheres are floating. Reduce the radius of the spherical space in which the spheres are floating. That's a mouthful. Reduce the radius of the spherical space in which spherical space. But it doesn't really work. Let's see. The spheres are too spread out, rarefied, if I may say so. Bring them closer together. Wait for a while. It's got to read. It's got to work. It's working. Oh, there we go. It was this amplitude property. Keep. How's that doing? I feel like the scale might be too big. Reduce the the max scale of the spheres to 1.0. I think this should work a lot faster than it is what I think. Okay, I'm liking this. Now. Oh, this is one I love. Import the room environment from the 3/add-ons. And set it to the scenes environment. Environment, I said. Hopefully it'll understand what I'm talking about. I meant environment, not environment. Waiting. Okay. Interesting. It's way too bright. Let's see. Let's kill this for a second. Oh, they're all the same color. That's awful too. I think I need to get rid of my lights. This hemisphere light needs to go. Does that make a change? Kind of. Do I need to multiply to reduce it? Color node. Keep it. That's actually better. Well, I just think these guys look juicy now. Modify the material to have one roughness, comma, and one metalness. Let's see what that looks like. I think I'm going to reduce the detail in the icospheres too. I like it. Check out what happens if I reduce the roughness to 0. They become these disco balls. Or how about 0.5? Whoops, my bad. Still way too shiny. They need to be rough. What if it were 10 roughness? What would that look like? It doesn't look any different. Okay. I like them less complex like that. Like, yeah, I like that detail to be 1. All right. Now, what else to do now? I haven't got much time, about 5 minutes. Oh, how about this? Now, add another set of spheres with detail 8 and smooth shading, and assign them a mesh physical material with clear, refractive properties. Paren thickness equals 1 and transmission equals 1. Make them about 2x as big as the spheres. Now add another set of spheres with detail 8 and smooth shading and assign them a mesh physical material with clear refractive properties. Thickness equals 1 and transmission equals 1. Make them about 2 times as big as the spheres. The agent is, oh, wow. Okay, so that happened. Let's keep that. Weird. Keep gnome glass spheres. Okay, I'm just going to reduce it by half, and they don't need to rotate. Actually, I'll make 10 of them. Random scale, rotation speed. Let's just reduce this. Yeah, that's fine. I can't tell that they're rotating slower. Just say a new 3.vector3, and it'll be 0, 0, 0 that way, I think. So now they're not rotating, right? I don't know. What are we thinking about this? Is it interesting? Glass material thickness, transmission. What if the thickness was 10 and the transmission was 0.5? What do you think of that? The transmission has to be 1. The thickness of 10 is interesting, but it's weird too. How about 2? And what if the metalness is 1? They just look ugly. And the roughness is 1? Kind of cool, actually. I want to chat here. Open inline chat and just say, add transparency and opacity equals 0.5. How quick is this? Thinking. Accept, save. I don't like that. The roughness has to be 0, or else it's dumb. Can I reduce the reflectivity but keep the refractiveness? Can I reduce the reflectivity of the glass spheres while keeping the refractive? Look, question mark. And thinking. It's distracting. Those reflections are... Oh, what did you do? Keep. Okay. Let's get rid of this opacity. Actually, leave the opacity. Make it 1.0. Reflectivity 0? Does that work? It doesn't seem to work. Is that even a thing? Or refraction. I don't need this, and I don't need that. What do you got for me here? Oh, okay. I don't know what you want me to do there. Maybe I do need that index of refraction. Get rid of this transmission. Do we care about oh, we do care about that for sure. And the thickness? We care about that too. With the index of refraction, do I care about that? Not really. Reduce the reflectivity more. A lot more. Let's see what it does. Keep it. Let's see. It just boosted the roughness. And that's what it did. That's not very successful to me. I like the results of my other experiment better. These are way too reflective. Oh, but they're pretty juicy. I'm going to double the detail to make them impossibly smooth. Like that. Make them double-sided maybe? What happens if I make it double-sided? Side. Wait, where's the D? Side 3 double side. What does that do? Anything? It's got the index of reflection again. Roughness. The roughness is the way to control it, right? Okay, it's pretty juicy. Those bubbles dominate way too much, though. I think it's kind of interesting. What if I said environment is none? Can I do none? How do you say no environment? I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah, do that. It doesn't work. Oh, let's say, how do I tell the glass material to have no environment? Environment, question mark. Oh, you can say null. Okay, null. Does that work? I don't think that works. Glass material, environment intensity. Oh, I like that. Let's try that. 0. That doesn't work. Okay, let's go in here and have the agent clean up our code a little bit. We've been slapping stuff together, kind of like you do with vibe coding, but now let's refactor and reorganize things so that it makes more sense. Let's scan through here real quick. There's our imports and scene setup, controls, environment, set up some geometry, loop over and create all the colored spheres, loop over, create all the glass spheres, give them animation. There's a background definition and an animate function. Okay. Go through index.js and look for optimizations, refactoring opportunities, and generally clean up the code to make it more readable to a future developer. Let's see what it does with that. I have an idea of how to improve the appearance of those glassy spheres too. They're way too glassy right now. I think what I'll do is don't set the scene in the environment lighting by default, but just set it on a per material basis. I think that's the way to do it. Wow, there's a lot of changes. Okay, like a lot of changes. Still working. I like that it creates config. It's a handy place to store all the things that change, right? So the sphere radius, the metallic, metallic count. Oh, I get it. The colorful ones are metallic, and the movement. Okay. Utility functions. Create movement data. I don't know about this. I don't love this. Looks a little hard to understand, but maybe it's better. I don't know. That's not the way I would usually do it. Scene setup. Metallic spheres. Glass spheres. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this refactoring. Is it better? Maybe it is better. Okay, so let's see. I'm not sure how to tell the agent to remove the environment from the entire scene. So I'm just going to do it myself. I'll call this const room env scene.texture. And then use this on a per material basis. So if I do this, first of all of them lose it and it's just dark. Not the desired result. So grab that and let's use it in this metallic material. Say environment map is room env. Is that what I want to do? Oh, it is. Oh, let's see. I don't know. Transmission, that's not really good for these guys. What if I add a hemisphere light for them? Do you know what I mean? Create a simple hemisphere light with intensity of 2. See what it does with that. I really like the examples of material where there's 2 colors. It's really nice. Okay, keep it. Well, okay, so that is successful. I removed the reflections from the glass orbs. I like that. I don't know if it's super good though. What do you guys think? Does it matter if they're double-sided or not? I don't know. Let's have a look. Not seeing a difference. What if I said it's not? Or turn off the reflect and kill the metalness and roughness? Well, you got to define the metalness and roughness, especially the roughness. 0.05. How does that look? It's a little bit blurry. I think I prefer that. What is the thickness is so much blown out? I don't know, better or worse? What do you think? I can't tell, so it can't be that much better. I like the little bit of blurriness, though. It's kind of overpowering, and it gets this really kind of nasty, pixelated cruftiness. So let's add the environment map. Environment is the room environment. What happens then? Nothing happens. Let's do env map. Is that good? That's good. But let's dial back the intensity. Environment intensity? Does that work? Of course not. Hang on. List the properties of the mesh physical node material that relate to environment. Env map intensity. Let's do that. That's successful. So now we can dial it in a little bit. Or less. I think that adds. What do you think? Okay. I guess I was supposed to stop adding stuff, but I have an idea that I think might be interesting. Add 300 more spheres that are 0.2 scale. Spread them out in the scene and assign to them a chrome-like material. Go. All right, I have a feeling this is not going to be great, but that maybe it'll get us in the ballpark and we can kind of tweak it so it looks great. I'm curious. Okay, we have a new. Let's keep it. Well, so we have a new. Oh, look at those. Yeah, it's not great, but I think we can tweak it to be greater. Do you know what I mean? Let's keep the changes. Let's temporarily hide the glass spheres by not adding them to the scene. There's the metallic ones, there's the glass ones. Okay, now we just have the colorful spheres and the metallic spheres. I think they're called metallic spheres, though. Those are the colorful ones. And then there's these chrome spheres. Are we calling them chrome spheres? Yeah, okay. Let's tweak these to look better. Metalness, roughness. Don't need a color property. But you know what I need? Is flat shading. Gotta have flat shading. It is true. And how does that strike you? Oh yeah, what's their detail? Chrome geometry. I see. We're setting it in this config here. Detail 1? Okay. I want them to be darker. They're way too bright. Flat shading. Hold on. It's the chrome spheres. Here we go. Roughness. I'm going to increase that. Can I increase the metalness more? No, that's awful. What if I said 0 metalness? They're just white. And roughness is boosted. Oh, no good. Oh, well, drop the environment intensity for crying out loud. Why would it be so high? Better. Let's drop the roughness so they're more chromy. Yeah, that's better. I feel like dropping it a little bit further. Yeah, those are nice and chromy and dark. What if I boost the metalness now? Is it worth doing? I can't really tell. All right, I think that's the winner right there. Now that those guys are good, let's bring back the glass spheres and bring back the quote metallic spheres. Rename the metallic spheres to colorful spheres. I'm hoping, colorful. Oh well, I'm hoping it'll do it across the board. You know, the individual spheres too. Actually, it doesn't matter, does it? I hope it'll do the material and the geometry too. Does he do it? Colorful. Oh, I love that it corrected my typo. Yeah, keep all of it. Do you think the little chromy balls add anything? I don't think they do. I don't like them. Remove the chrome balls. They're weird. Still working. Oh yeah, we're removing it. Keep it. That's better. Let's use our config to increase the count of the colorful balls. What are we doing with the glass material? We're doing something with these. Let's make the roughness is already 0. Transmission is 1. Thickness. Should we drop that down to 1? That doesn't. That's not good. Okay, 1.5. That's okay. 10. I kind of like it. That's all we have time for today. Thanks so much for stopping by. Leave a comment below with your thoughts. What do you think about agentic coding? I think it's got a little ways to go because of the delay. It's faster for me to just get in there, move stuff around, and write what I want to write. Thanks so much for coming by. I'll see you in the next one.